Greetings everyone from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. My name is Rico and today I would like to share with you on how to run a complete custom application on Office 365. Before I begin, I would like to just do a quick introduction of our company. So to start off with, we are a Microsoft ISV cloud partner and we started off from being a Lotus Note complete specialist. We came up with our own low-code development tool, Webparts360, which makes it easy for you to build solutions on SharePoint. Since then, we have developed it and we have won some awards, including the Asia Pacific ICT Award, as well as SharePoint Idol in some of many conferences that we have been to. And we have developed more than 1,000, help our clients have developed more than 1,000 solutions for global brands across the world. This is an exciting time for people to use Office 365 because for the first time, you have a very quick and accessible way to use all the benefits of Microsoft without paying upfront. So Office 365 gives you all your email, your calendars, your contact documents, as well as your site. It delivers this great productivity experience across all your content and all devices. However, that is only as long as you look at it from a content perspective. But when you look at the business perspective, your focus is on context, not on context, because you are trying to handle your sales, you're trying to deliver service to your customers, making sure your employees get served, okay, making sure your contracts are properly done, and building in customer insights and business intelligence within your environment so that you can automate workflow that connects your employees to both customers and suppliers in a unified cloud system. And that is the promise of Office 365. Yeah. And what we like to do is to show you how each of these applications are built. And what we mean by that is that first we want to have a quick definition of what is complete. Yeah? And that means for us, it's about the ability to handle all aspects of solution, not just bits and pieces, but the entire input, process, output, the workflow, the reporting, the dashboards, managing all the permissions and control, the menu and navigation, right? So that in the end, you will have a holistic view of a solution so that your system can automatically document its design. And when you want to, you can pick it up, package, and deploy the complete solution with a single click into an environment. And ultimately, it's about the ability to leverage on your cloud infrastructure, being able to work with each of the different components within Office 365, while providing a hybrid computing option to integrate it to line of business data in your data center. And that is the game of our solution. So I'm going to not bore you with more talk, and I'm going to go in and dive into what we consider as. So you are familiar with how Office 365 builds all its applications within context. What we have the ability to do is the ability to build applications that combine all the solutions to make it easy to build systems. So for example, our eForm. This is our eForm approval system. And within here, you can see all your different type of requests that you've had, the request that you've entered, as well the request that is pending your approval. So obviously you have access to all these different processes, right? So let's take a look at the organization. Central to every application for building business workflow, there is a need. There's a need for being able to build, to define the different hierarchy within your company from business units. And within the companies, the ability to define all the departments within the company and the head of department. On top of that, you can have special approval groups to handle different Once you have set this up, with all the master definition, you can use the same definition to power the different approval workflow for different e-form systems. So leveraging on this system, you can have all these different processes. Let's take a look at a simple process for travel requests. To begin with, each workflow allows you to define the notification email templates, which you can define individually for each request. You can also define the different workflow processing, handling different for different tasks. Within each step, you have the ability to control how and who manages within the flow, within each step now, you can define the approval type, the rejection type, choose the business unit, choose the company or the department that is, the approval group that is responsible for handling this transaction. Yeah? And then you can also specify the document. You can also put SLA reminder so that you can remind the users if they have not completed their task. Let's start to build a new travel request. Within this travel request, you can select different types of category and say this is a travel. Let's say this is for MS and Night 2018. We will submit this. We plan to depart end of this month, and we should arrive, come back on second week of November. We will be staying at the Hilton. We'll be staying at the Hilton. Our budget is, and we need once we're done, we can save this. And now we see our transaction in there. So within this, we have all our different items, and we can upload supporting documents or ask comment. And we also have the different approver with the necessary audit trail. And if I am the approver, I can click on this button. I can choose to approve this dish. Off it. And now I can see my stage has been approved and it's going for the next person. And this is typically what we would expect in a solution. It has the ability to do input, process, output. And we will be able to be constantly reminded. Let's see how this solution is built. Click on my option view and I can go into my site content. And you will be able to see that Webparts360 is an integral part within. So when you click on the designer and look within all the resources within the solution, starting from its pages, the groups of people that is using it, right down to the contents and back to its, even down to the relationship. For example, you want to look at how the request table is organized. And within the system, you can see the different ERD diagram within the solution, right down to each individual table. You can look at the system from its modules and realize that you are able to drill right into each and every web part within a single page, giving you a very visual view of how the solution is organized. And that is about documenting the system design. The system tool is very flexible, giving you the ability to do drag and drop workflow. I can use the Visual Designer, which allows me to drag and drop and build the necessary workflow that I require. This simple drag and drop function with conditioning branching gives me the ability to build solutions, and it also supports round robin for the system. And this drag and drop make it very simple for you to build solutions. And now let's take a look at deployment. So how does deployment process work? Yeah. In this demo, I will show you how we assess the solutions. Within the site contents of a solution, you will see a web part called Webparts360 Solution Manager. So within the solutions, you can see all the solutions that have been built within the solution manager. You can see all the solutions that has been deployed on your site collection. So if you want to deploy a new solution, just press click and you are able to just upload your solution file. So you select the file that you want. And this is a special file that is created from our deployment package. Now you press load. So you press click and you will get this solution, and it will basically pull back all the system settings from the other system. So now we are building the expense claim system. So we're going to just call it F claims. And I can select the site, the subsite that I want to put the solution, and I can map it to the respective system. And of course, the system requires me to connect to the line of business database within the system. So once you've completed all the database connection, you can test it to make sure it's working. When everything is done, you can then press the package and deploy button, and the system will now deploy the system to your server. Once it's completed, you can now click and immediately see that the application has been completely deployed. Now you can need to change your environment and you are ready to go. So our customers use the same technology to do a lot of functions, like for instance, employee self-service. Here you can see all the transactions for a HR director. You can drill down to the employee directory and look at individual employee data record. At any one time, you can see all the transactions that has been. At any one time, you can see all the transactions that is happening at the various level within the organization, including your typical. We have customers that uses it as a project CRM. We have customer who uses it as a project CRM, whereby he can see all the projects for every client. Within each company, you can see all the contacts, location, as well as the projects. And within each project, you can see all the work packages and the tasks that is involved. So that overall, you can check the entire schedule for your team for the various jobs that they're involved. Obviously, the system allows you to analyze this project by cost or by brand and by the different transaction of the system. So you can see the system is extremely flexible and can cater to everything. So ultimately, Office 365 provides you with a digital business platform that can combine your employees together with your customers, partners, and things, providing that important component that forms your information systems, the customer experience, and collaboration. Especially when you consider that external users do not need to pay for license, this provides you with a great platform that actually runs your business, building valuable insight within your. As an added bonus, we can deliver these solutions and publish it onto a native mobile app, whereby you can see all the personalized information within your mobile system so that you can get all this information from the convenience of your devices. Wouldn't your users appreciate that?
So when you log into Webparts360, it will be able to load up and connect to your applications on Office 365. So once you've authenticated, all your solutions that have been built will be available on there. So you can drill down and look at specific functionality, look at your accounts, and etc. Yeah. So one of the cool things is about it, say for example, you want to go into a field service system, you can key and you look at all the jobs that has been assigned to you, right? And we realize that there are several jobs assigned to me. So there's one job that is 8 a.m., okay? So I can hold on to it and I can check it. And certainly it will be able to check in. So once you've checked in, it would have highlighted the data, yeah? And we can go in and proceed as planned. As the job continues, you can use the system to go in and update all the for. When it's completed, its color will change. And behind the scene, we can create the application, go in, look at the job that's being done, and we can open it. So we can edit it. Put it up to where we want to sign it, and we can get the customer to sign it. So what we do is we go in and look for the draw function, and we'll touch this, okay, and we will sign this. When we complete it, we can now save this and share this with the customer. So we can save this, and once they have been saved, we can now share this as an attachment and email the document. And it's sent. So coming behind you, you have now all the documents that are assigned to you, as well as the jobs that you have received and the customer's detail that you've accounted. To find out where are they located in. that's about using a system.
Finally, I would like to share with you how this system is delivered. So we start by all your devices are connecting via Office 365. So essentially, your computing environment is secured by Office 365. But you have additional resources sitting on your Azure or your own data center, including your AD, your database, and by providing web service, now you can build a Webparts360 provided a trusted app part within the catalog so that specialized workload can be handled within your environment. So it's essentially you delivered all your solutions using this same cloud infrastructure. So I want to just share with you quickly what are the key tangible technical benefits of using Webparts360. I think the first thing is about making your business more agile by making things much more easier to build and to change. This will ultimately drive the adoption of your cloud infrastructure, right? Using our low-code development, it will simplify your the whole process of building solutions so that you can build a complete solution, without any coding. Yeah. These solutions will be very flexible, can be made to be very flexible so that you can quickly reuse it. At the same time, we deliver mobility instead of this solution and simplify your entire computing environment. So if you are still thinking about this, contact us and we would love to hear from you on how to put your Office solution, your business solution running on Office 365. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
The cloud is here to stay. Businesses today are moving their emails, documents, storage, communications, and collaboration to cloud services such as Office 365 to take advantage of its convenience without having to manage or pay upfront for it. But what about their line of business solutions? Will they run on the cloud as well? If not, are they able to overcome challenges such as the time and effort to migrate customized solutions to the cloud? The complexity of connecting to back-end databases and integrating them with cloud contents? How to make them all run seamlessly on the same platform? Or even having the right internal skill sets and resources to do the job efficiently? That's where Webparts360 comes in. It's a low-code development platform that makes it easier to build and run businesses' solutions on Office 365. It provides you with flexible and configurable software components that help to build solutions such as HR, CRM, help desk, projects management, business process automation, procurement, supply chain management, and so much more. Delivering a single view of work that connects your employees to customers, partners, and suppliers on Office 365 to drive efficiency and business performance. IT will love it because it's easy to learn and use. No programming, just configuration. It runs natively within Office 365. It is flexible and manageable. It builds solutions quickly for the web and mobile devices. And you can deploy and patch solutions quickly without any system downtime. Isn't it time for you to get more ROI from Office 365? Webparts360. Everything you need to run your business on the cloud. www.webparts360.com